everybody and welcome back to my channel. So the present video is about invention and the incredible people who contribute their work to human society. As we know that the wide variety of innovations and scientific discoveries created by mankind has encouraged the structure and advancement of civilization of each age. Vital financial development, increased individuals' expectation of living, supported social turns of events, and enormously precious ideas. Inventions that generally a great influence on human culture, like the wheel, compass, print machine, phone, steam engine, the automobile, and electricity. So today I will share one of the inventions about the telephone by the Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell was best known for his invention of the telephone, transformed communication as we know it. He is often credited with being the inventor of the telephone since he was awarded the first successful patent. However, there were many other inventors such as Elisha Gray and Antonio Meucci who also developed a talking telegraph. First telephone by Graham Bell was in June 1875. He was born in Edinburgh, Scotland on March 3, 1847. Bell's father was a professor of speech elocution at the University of Edinburgh, and his mother, despite being deaf, was a talented pianist. Initially, Bell's education consisted of homeschooling. Bell didn't excel academically, but he was a problem solver from an early age. One of his famous sayings was that when one door closes, another door opens. But we so often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we don't see the ones which open for us. When he was just 12, the young Alexander invented a device with rotating paddles and nail brushes that could quickly remove husks from wheat grain to help improve a forming process. At age 16, Bell began studying the mechanics of speech. While in the US, Bell implemented a system his father developed to teach deaf children, called visible speech, which is a set of symbols that represented speech sounds. Then in 1872, he opened the School of Vocal Physiology and Mechanics of Speech in Boston, where deaf people were taught to speak. At age 26, he became professor of vocal physiology and elocution at the Boston University School of Oratory, even though he didn't have a university degree. In 1871, Bell started working on the Harmonic Telegraph, which is a device that allowed multiple messages to be transmitted over a wire at the same time. Then in 1875, Bell, with the help of his partner, Thomas Watson, had come up with a simple receiver that could turn electricity into sound. On March 7, 1876, Bell was granted his telephone patent. A few days later, he made the first ever telephone call to Watson. By 1877, the Bell Telephone Company, which today is known as AT&T, also called Telecommunication Company, was created. In 1915, Bell made the first transcontinental phone call to Watson from New York to San Francisco. Other scientists with him, including Antonio Meucci and Elisha Gray, was also working on similar technologies, and there were some discussions over who should be credited with the invention of the telephone. It said that Bell raced to the patent office to be the first to secure the rights to the discovery. In addition to the telephone, Bell worked on hundreds of projects throughout his career and received patents in various fields. Some of his other notable inventions were the metal detector. He initially came up with the device to locate a metal. Photophone, which allowed the transmission of speech on a beam of light. Then there is a graphophone, which is the improved version of the phonograph, could record and play back sound and also used to detect hearing problems. In 1880, Bell was awarded the French Volta Prize, and with the money, he founded a facility devoted to scientific discovery, the Volta Laboratory in Washington, D.C. Bell had invented numerous techniques to help teach speech to the deaf and also worked with well-known author and activist Helen Keller. He also helped launch a science magazine and from 1896 to 1904 served as president of the National Geographic Society. Bell died on August 2, 1922 at the age of 75 in Nova Scotia, Canada. The cause of his death was complication from diabetes. He was survived by his wife and 2 daughters. During Bell's funeral, every phone in North America was silenced to pay tribute to the inventor. Bell said, "You cannot force ideas. Successful ideas are the result of slow growth. The only difference between success and failure is the ability to take action." Today, the famous scientist is remembered for his groundbreaking work in sound technology and improving education for the deaf. His best-known invention, the telephone, forever changed the way humans communicate with each other. So that was today's video. Hope you liked it, and the data was collected from these resources which I mentioned in my description too. So see you in the next video. Till that, subscribe, like, comment and share my channel with your family and friends. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.